Hello everybody, welcome back to the Movie Cave! Now, I hope that you guys are ready for today's video. What are we doing today? Well, we have part 4 of the Star Wars Battlefront 3 concept. If you haven't watched all the other parts, part 1, 2, and 3, go watch them. I will leave a link in the description to those videos. Go watch those before you watch this, because it would make more sense going forward. So, go watch those, then come back, watch this one. With that said, we have troopers at launch. Here we go. Let's get straight in to the video. Hey, that rhymed. Alright, first thing to start off, I want to point out every trooper class would have every blaster. It's not only, oh, well, only specialists can have a sniper, only heavies can have a TL-50 or whatever. No, every single trooper has access to every single blaster in the game. So, we have that out of the way. Alright, so I would put 5 different trooper classes in the game. Yep, not 4, but 5. So, class number 1 would be the Assault class. They would have 150 player health. Now, every class would feel like they were in Battlefront 2 in terms of speed, jump height, damage, emotes, victory poses, appearances, and star cards. Also, each faction and era would receive a new cosmetic. The clones would get the orange Ahsoka Squad appearance from the Clone Wars Season 7. The Separatists would get the Battle Droid Scout appearance. The Rebels would get this orange, brown, yellowish outfit that I believe the Rebels wore on Solus. The Empire would get the Ranged Trooper appearance. I could be wrong, but I think they used it in Solo, a Star Wars story. The First Order would get this awesome looking Sergeant Stormtrooper, and then the Resistance would get this kind of thing. Since the Assault class is basically gonna be how they were in Battlefront 2 anyway, I'm not gonna really delve into like, oh, this is their damage output. This is how much damage they dish out. This is how much damage they take in before dying. Like, no. All you need to know is that returning trooper classes will be exactly how they were in Battlefront 2 already. The only difference is they have access to every blaster now. And new appearances. Class number 2 would be the Heavy class. Again, same as they were in Battlefront 2. 200 player health, and so on. Class number 3 would be the Officer class, same as Battlefront 2, 150 player health, and etc. Class number 4 would be the Specialist class, again same as Battlefront 2, 150 player health, and so on. So, to further on help give like an example that you guys know like each trooper class's playstyle, let's go over this. So, the Assault Trooper specializes in fast, close quarters combat. The Heavy Trooper can take out hordes of enemies when positioned well, but is less mobile. The Officer can heal and provide support to teammates, and the Specialist excels at long-range combat, but is vulnerable in close quarters. So that is the 4 returning main trooper classes. But I would add one extra trooper class, and that would be the Pilot class. To me, I think it makes sense because in the movies and TV shows, there are some pilots that help on the ground before getting in a starfighter and continuing the fight in the sky. Plus, when you fly into an enemy star cruiser and get out to try and sabotage the enemy cruiser, it makes sense to have a Pilot Trooper class. Another thing is because when I mentioned the game modes, there will be vehicles and ships lying around that you can just get in and go up and fight in the sky. So, because of that, I think a Pilot Trooper class would be not only awesome, but it kind of makes sense to me. So, the Pilot Trooper excels in the sky, but is no stranger to on-ground combat. Their intelligence of control panels make them more of a help when capturing or destroying targets. The pilot trooper would have 150 player health to start. Obviously, every blaster would be able to be used, but the pilot trooper's standard blaster would be a DC-15A for the Republic, an E5 for the Separatists, an A280C for the Rebels, an E11 for the Empire, an EL-16 for the Resistance, and an F-11D for the First Order. The pilot trooper would kind of feel like an assault trooper in terms of speed, damage output, height of jump, and so forth. But moving on to the abilities, the left ability would be a scanning diffuser. When used, it gets rid of the positions of you and your allies in a radius on enemy maps for a short period of time. The right ability would be 3 powerful sticky detonators that are detonated manually, kind of like the detonators that Han and Chewie used in The Force Awakens. They plant the bomb, then they can, walk away, detonate it from afar. Because the times that you go into an enemy cruiser to try and sabotage it, what if you put some sticky detonators on the engine and then blow it? They'd be really powerful. I wouldn't say just like all 3 of them at a time could destroy the entire engine or whatever, but it would cause a lot of damage. Then when pressing the left and right bumpers together, that ability would be a small health buff, and it would let you use a secondary blurg, 1120, for a short period of time. Now, I'm not gonna go over star cards unless you guys really want me to. I can do that in, another video. But the appearances for the pilot trooper class, the Republic would have 3 outfits. Number 1 would be the spacesuit look in Revenge of the Sith. Number 2 would be the clone pilot phase 1. And then number 3 would be the clone pilot phase 2. The Separatists would get this red droid design look that they already have for the standard specialist droid in Battlefront 2. That would be the main standard look for the droids, for the pilot trooper class. The Rebels would get the orange jumpsuits. The Empire would get the black TIE pilot look. The Resistance would get the orange jumpsuits. And the First Order would get the black with red stripes TIE pilot appearance. Now, part 5, we will talk about all the blasters that will be in the game at launch. But troopers, there we go. Again, if you guys want me to really go over star cards, I guess I can. The reason I don't think that it's that big of a priority is because it would only be the pilot trooper that I'd be doing star cards for. It's only 9 of them, 9 star cards, because the assault, heavy, officer, and specialist already have star cards in Battlefront 2. I keep them the same. Because of that, that's why I'm not doing star cards in this video. If you guys want me to, again, I can, but that's not really kind of what I'd be thinking. Now, I will be doing star cards when I go on to heroes, but troopers, I didn't really think that it was that necessary. So, part 4 was the troopers. Part 5, I will talk about the blasters. That will be in the game at launch. I know a lot have been asking for that to be the next one. I wanted to do the troopers first, and then talk about the blasters. So, this was the troopers. Part 5 will have the blasters at launch. So, there we go. So guys, that was the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please go subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Make sure that you hit that bell notification so you always know of when I post. Be sure that you comment down below what you want to see next, and also share this video with everybody that you know, because that would be great. I love you guys. I thank you so much for watching. With that said, I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.